Hello, Mile High family. Hope all is well. Welcome. Welcome back. And for those that are new, welcome. Go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. At this time, I will go ahead and bring in our ancestral invocations, prayers. My uplifted ancestors and guides and fears, protectors and skilled healers, please stand with me, a child of the Most High. Be with me in this moment and guide me along my road with a cool head and a clear mind. I am root of your root, soil of your soil, bone of your bone, and bone of your bone, and blood of your blood. Not deaf to our sincere cries, nor blind to our honest placations. Keep the gifts of perfection, health, and perfect health, wealth, and prosperity close, that we may honor and grow our legacy. I have not forgotten my commitment to our lineage, and I vow never to forget. Ashe. All right, with that being said, I hope everybody's doing good. But I actually was messing around with some energy, and I was led to do something at the table here, and it looks like Mars energy, because of Pluto and Mars going into Scorpio direct. Mars has something to say. And if you've noticed back here, I've changed my little scenery a little bit. I usually don't show my face a lot, but 911 there. So it's an emergency. Maybe it could be about a fire. I know last night I had a little issue with some fire, some crazy shit. But I am in the Mahai. It's snowing. So I don't have a fireplace. I have cubbies, areas where we can put fireplaces, but this particular time I got this here. So if you see my fire back here, I'm trying to get cozy. Even though I don't have my cocoa, I have water. Okay? But Mars had something to say. Excuse me. And actually this was last night. Late last night, one of my cousins passed away, and I couldn't, a lot of people started calling. My mother called, actually, and I was in the middle of doing this, and it was kind of crazy because right at that time, in the back, I had some sage burning, and it caught some feathers on fire, and it kind of blew up on the wall. It didn't scorch the wall or anything, but it was just, really ominous, and it was a little different there. Okay. But like I said, Mars had something that he wanted to say, so we'll get right down to it, and I'll try to be as detailed as possible for this detailed message. But usually because I'm doing the crossroads hood tales, it looks like, even though that's there, this Mars energy actually wants to talk about a contractual agreement from the Book of Contracts. It could be from marriage. Somebody may be taking an oath, some soul ties, maybe some past life experiences that you might have had with someone. But it's basically stating that during Ashe, because of the Versica Pisces, it's about two lovers, of course, and it's about a wedding. That that maybe two people I guess they were in a commitment, and I guess at some point this situation involved a marriage, but it was talked about, gifts were exchanged and everything, but maybe wedding dress was bought, ring bought. They tried to actually network with each other, but it looks like there was some sort of a social networking issue going on. Maybe somebody doing some other shit, meeting up, doing some menage a trois with somebody else, which is some crazy ass shit all in itself. But it looks like it's involving an earth sign. So down here in the 3D with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and the card dropped here, and it's about, I guess this particular person is a Virgo because the card dropped. So it's about being a giver and receiver. So being that Mars is sending this message, and Pluto and the Virgo with the Virgin, all relating, belong together, think they rule over Scorpio type of a thing. So this message is coming in from this messenger, stating about the fact of being receivers and givers. This particular, I guess it's a karmic situation right now with these two people. Like maybe they're needing to reconcile at some point. Maybe they might need to sit down and talk, but we'll see what's going on. So it looks like when it comes to any home and stability and security of anything, when it comes to anything, Ashe, there's Pluto is stating like, hey, like, tell me what it is, don't tell me what it ain't. That's what most fixed signs are like, when especially dealing with Pluto. It's like, hey, they're direct, tell me what that shit is. But there might have been some caring connections with this particular person, but it doesn't look like this person is worth waiting for. It's kind of upside down. Maybe they're not like really waiting around. It's probably just mainly about divine timing. Sorry, I gotta keep track of my little lady, my little girl. So it looks like because of an issue that might have came into play when it came to balancing the scales with this person. Something might have happened, maybe they thought that they were the dream girl or dream man of this person, but one of them was possibly an energy vampire, and they realized that, and they were like, oh, hell to the no, and was like, let me back up. There's some, maybe somebody just really wasn't clear about the relationship with the all in all in itself, but something happened where they couldn't create any balance with each other. Maybe one of them realized, like, damn, this person's a freak. The freak comes out at night and shit. Because the vampires. A very, very polite vampire. So, yes, definitely. So it looks like this Virgo here, or someone who has Virgo energy within their chart, definitely a Virgo, because that card had dropped on this message of being a giver and receiver. But mind you, that there's always givers and receivers and takers. Some people like to be used and abused. That's another story. Maybe for the hood tales at the crossroads. So, but anyway, there's this Virgo here. It looks like I'm saying he, so I'm obviously, hey, sorry. But, because it's a universal energy, any one of us, male or female, can live in that divine masculine or feminine energy. But it looks like there were some lies and deceit and some trust issues with this goddess of the moon. Even though that they might have been knowing each other for a while and they might have been stable, but there was some sort of a standstill, it looks like, because of maybe some distance, social distancing, of course, but also somebody could have been, sneaking around. They have just trust issues. Looks like maybe somebody could have been a rebounding situation, or even just being a side piece. But it looks like, feelings or something must have stopped. Something must have stopped, and like there was some sort of a playfulness about something, like some sneakiness. Yeah, there definitely was some sneakiness going on, and there was an attachment, looked like, and we'll see what that attachment is soon enough. But maybe somebody was playing around and they didn't like what they heard or was told was being played around with, but it was worth, taking the effort and doing and communicating with the person, and being in the relationship. But there was some Sagittarius, there was some sign, and there was some I guess something that happened, obviously, and it caused the person to get upset about whatever was said, or to the other person, to the Virgo. But there was someone that was in the community, a fire sign, could be Sagittarius, Ariel, Leo, somebody in the community, they're also realized, they're somebody with gifts, they could be a high priestess. But this particular person was like, I don't know why all of a sudden this particular energy came in from Mars. Maybe come from out of the ninth house, maybe, because Scorpio is 8th and Sagittarius is ninth. So and that's exactly how, maybe, and that's basically like they had a disagreement about something, obviously, because that's about philosophies and things of such. So they, even though that they made an effort in this commitment, somebody was sneaking. Somebody was definitely sneaking around. But it's about, and doing some sneaky shit. Somebody was doing some sneaky shit. Somebody had some attachments. So they actually were, something, they were trying to hide something in the relationship. They were sure hopeful, though, about this relationship with this person. They might have been secure, and, they might have been really, caring for this person, but it's not, they feel like, hey, I ain't waiting for this person no more, but they definitely need to probably have a heart-to-heart conversation while, after they step back and maybe regroup from each other or whatever. Or they might have already done that in the past, but maybe they need to do that in the future. But what's coming in between that situation was another water sign. Was water, basically. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or a person could have been dealing with that same person or Cancer in their chart, but they definitely needed to disconnect from this person. From this, maybe this person could be a baby mama, baby daddy, some sort of a homie, lover, friend, some friend benefits, but it was somebody that they've been in a relationship with that they definitely needed to take a break from. But the things that have been sown in this particular contractual agreement with this wedding and this with this Virgo, it looks like the love, Venus comes in from the seeds, with this intuitive female. Maybe this intuitive female is thinking about maybe rethinking, or should think about reconciling with someone, or someone from their past may be coming back. But someone from their past is definitely returning into their life. So they may be thinking about a different strategy to get with this person, or maybe saying, girl, just talking to their homegirls or their friends, or somebody saying, shh, girl, such and such called me, and I'm telling you, man, I ain't thinking him though than no man in the moon, better than no man in the moon, or however hell they said. But you might want to keep an open mind though. You may have changed. This person may even look different than what you've known them before. There's a lot of different people out there, a lot of sharks in the water. Dun 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 dun. Dun! Oh, hell no, he did the dirty bird on me. I remember that shit. So you may not want to mess with them, or you may recognize that person, shit, is a stalker. But that's what this is saying, that this planted story of this planted seed is saying that Mars wants to explain to someone about anything that they might feel in their heart, or that they might have the light have been shined down on whatever it is that was going on with them when it came to romantic feelings. But basic shit that your mama should have told you. I don't know. Some mamas don't always tell you shit, so. But there is a woman holding a heart. She feels good in her heart. She understands about romantic feelings, and she may even have romantic feelings for someone that might have gotten hurt behind. This person may be really sexual. Now, Shay, hold on one moment here. And a person may even have children. Okay. May even be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or have that in their chart. There is definitely some children, Ashe. So there's definitely some children, and in this engagement, during this particular engagement, Ashe, during this particular engagement, there was balance when it was being worked with, I guess. But it was being worked at, okay, with this particular relationship. So I guess they were trying to do a blended family. So when it looks like when Mercury hit, and it doesn't say, this could be maybe 15 months ago. So when Mercury hit, the deception came in. Maybe this angel of balance, this authoritative mother, who's headstrong, who really got her shit together on here, is basically saying, like, it looks like this child recognized some lies and deceit in the engagement, and maybe spoke to the mama like, hey mama, that motherfucker got on a mask. Like, oh, well, I'm sure the baby wouldn't, cursing, but mama, he got on a mask, mama. I be holding my baby in the front, and then the baby get in the back, and this person could have been a widow with this person in the back here. This person probably is no longer in the relationship, or they passed away. But this particular person is still like, hey, you got on a mask. And he's like, what? What the hell? I ain't got no mask on. She's like, yeah, you got on a mask, buddy. And this authoritative mother is like probably a little bit more down to earth. Virgins is like, they don't really like to take risks about stuff. So once they discovered that, they was like, oh, hell no. Yeah. So the person that was being sneaky wearing this mask, it was the thinking man. And that's definitely correct about a Virgo, because Virgos are very analytical and they're all up in their head a lot. He was basically telling this authoritative mother, he's toward her, facing toward her, basically telling her, like, hey, you deserve love. And it was during a time when Jupiter was trying to align and he was trying to create expansion, and but he had a mask on. He had a mask on. So it was like basically like, oh my God, I'm in a situationship. And once the authoritative mother saw this, she was like, oh hell no, I'm choosing positions, nigga. I'm up out of here. And let that be on record. I'm calling me in this person is fake, and he needs to look in the mirror. And even though I'm about to call in another soulmate here, so I put a stop to that and a completion, because either maybe something was going on, either the person had a bad attitude, he just couldn't get with it, or he or she, and they had a bad attitude, or maybe the person was coming up short, premature ejaculation, I don't know. But Uranus is about being during this rebirthing stage, is taking a shot at some of those things at far as door to romance, and letting it be known, like, hey, I might have some chemistry still for you, or let the person know that you don't. But there was someone that was in the community here, looks like a air sign, Aquarius though, and it looks like that this particular person, this angel of love, was in a sticky situation when maybe this seed might have been sown with this intuitive female. So there it goes. She was trying to reconcile with a Aquarius, and but she still left holding her heart in her hand. So obviously something was said there. It was like, oh hell no, that motherfucker's a dirty ass. He was sinking ships. Must have been a narcissist. Yeah, he got a bad attitude. So that was it was two people, obviously, a Virgo and an Aquarius. So during, obviously, when she was like, oh, hell no, I don't want to talk to no Virgo, no Aquarius, I don't want these motherfuckers, they pulling some sly shit, he's a narcissist, he's a sneaky motherfucker. And in the tower moment that was begat behind it, it was basically kind of like, you know what, I'm going to set this shit ablaze, I'm going to burn this tower down. Basically, I'm going to free myself from this. Yeah, I'm going to free myself from this. Basically, from this obstacles that I was facing, and still be optimistic about it and create, but I'm about to do a judgment call on this shit, Maybe somebody's in jail also. Maybe that might be an obstacle for a person. But, with the fire and the fire signs, and this keeps like bringing up fire. And we were dealing with some fires here in Colorado, in the Mile High, where they were basically, we were having some issues, and hopefully the snow kind of put it out. Ashes, we were waking up in the morning, ashes flying on our cars in the morning, leaving dust. But fire signs, ashe. But the fire signs, it looks like in the community right now, they're facing some hostilities. And it really is about just getting to know each other and taking your time. But it's a lot of narcissistic energy going on, and motherfuckers maybe just simple-minded, maybe trying to still be a Mac daddy or Mac mama, whatever, trying to go both ways, whatever. Spiritual pimp, cougar mama, cougar daddy. But currently at the crossroads, this divine masculine, they do have adjacent possibilities. Okay, they got options. They are looking for options of true love, especially in Gemini, in the air signs there, especially a Gemini. But the things that have been sown before and that you might have felt some kind of way, you need to take action and maybe address them right now. It could be some core issues that you need to address. Could be some mommy daddy issues, baby daddy, my baby mama. You know, some real deep-rooted issues. Could be behind, maybe somebody masturbate too damn much. Could be impatient. Could be impotent. But if you need to express, hey, what the real issue is during this particular time that you feel these losses from. But in the heart, be fluid, you know. Be optimistic, water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You know, maybe y'all might getting ready to find a new love, but don't be sowing no seeds of bullshit. And make sure that you're strategizing through this and wading through the water. It looks like Taurus here, this particular earth sign, I'm just going to include them too, but the earth signs in the garden, the soil in the garden, and at the gate, maybe there's a Taurus at the gate, maybe there's somebody that's having some financial issues or financial constraints, but time when it comes to love, and they might have discovered some things, maybe with the contractual agreement with this earth sign, saying maybe a person is coming up short. Now that could be in financial aspects. Maybe they're shorter than you, and they're different than you because you're taller. Could be taller than you, you know, or whatever. But whatever the knowledge or the wisdom that you do have when it comes to any of the earthly measures here, and especially when it comes to unacquainted love, just know that, you know, be a happy family regardless of what you do. You know, be happy within. Know that, you know, shit, you were taught well. You know, and don't be out there dick dealing and trying to dominate people and trying to misuse your gifts. But that was some of the message that Mars had wanted to say, the Mars energy, as far as the message here today, and Ashe, and deliver that definitely. So I wanted to ask what deck next, which was standing on your square, so we'll do the Oracle of E. Okay, and I waited to do this particular one because I needed to work with my timing on my computer because I don't have a lot of space on there till I'm able to clean that out. Okay, so let me get a little energy here. If anybody wants a reading with me, you can always contact me at milehightarot@gmail.com. Okay, milehightarot@gmail.com. I'm usually doing other stuff. I plan on doing that because this winter I want to be able to do some stuff for the homeless, get some stuff recycling in the community. God has truly blessed me financially, so I'm definitely blessed, and I'm, you know, manifesting correctly, and I'm doing what I'm told. May not want to at times because it's really heartbreaking, but I'll do it. So let's see what Mars is actually also elaborating on this, and see. So be right side up about it, and make sure that you have all this baggage be gone. So all those things that don't serve you, please let that go. You know, let that go. It does not serve you at all. You know, you'll definitely be living like you're large, be feeling like you're all in. You know, tap into those core issues when it comes to yourself, especially when it comes to this water signs and being fluid and your emotions. Speak your truth. You know, if you're feeling spiritually, you know what I'm saying, bound by something, that means that that's because you still haven't let that baggage go. And it just becomes an entanglement, you know. And even though you might want to feel like you're living large, you still need to speak your truth. Be hopeful and stand still in what you're saying. Mean what the hell you say what the hell you mean. You know, you see somebody doing some crazy ass shit and be like, hey, I recognize or realize that your ass is not right. Okay, so be all in for yourself, and also pick up behind yourself. Maybe somebody might need to clean up. Hell, I don't know. But but that's where that baggage be gone. It's like, hey, pick up behind yourself, and then that way maybe that'll release up behind some of your money. You know, somebody might need to start saving some money. And recognize that spirit is always there. God's always there. And all that stuff that you be holding in your heart, that's some old bunny hop ass jive bullshit. You just, if you're going to sow bad seeds of bullshit, that's what the hell you going to get back. In any beginning of a new relationship or whatever. You know? Okay? So on the back of that, on there on the end is the magic carpet. So, and see through that with your laser beam. Okay? Hasta la vista, baby. On your magic carpet. Okay? So that's what Mars want to say. Got you, Mars. Thank you, Spirit. Alright, so Mars says, bring it. All that nasty knot and all that bull stuff, see right through it. And be at your own damn service. You'll know when it's time to go. Especially, and the time is now. You hearing the knock at the door, maybe in this message, maybe somebody else, maybe because you might have got hurt. But, you might have thought about it like, nah, that person hurt me. But right now it's like, psst, hey, you. All those lies and deceit that you were being told with this Virgo, you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody that might have been hopeful that you were supposed to be with, realize that right now that everything is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. You know? So it's about forgiving. You know, some people might be like, oh, F that stuff. But you know what? It's about forgiving. It ain't for Ashe. It ain't for them. It's for you. Okay? About that, I want to get me some water here. So it ain't for them, it's for you. So, and it's also so that you can be able to receive your gifts. So all the things that you've sown, especially with all the people, place, or things, that you need to look through the silver lining of things and realize like, hey, damn it, I am a child of the Most High. Okay? I know some things. And I know that I am lovable. Okay? So all that gossiping, maybe somebody's, that you're doing or somebody might be doing, take a time out from that shit and realize that's it, don't serve you. And being on the hotline, call your kids and be with your kids if that's what you're going to do. But with this particular sneaking around and whatever, just be musing along with these people who think that they getting away with something, because it's sunshine and lollipops, and be your own damn superhero. That's what the hell you do. Because in this rebirthing stage, if you keep on dealing with those people, it's kind of like, you know what? If you listen to them, you're going to be going backwards in some fucking wrecking ball. There may be somebody in the community, that be saying, I got your back or whatever. Realize, and hey, have x-ray vision. That's a tower moment. So there may be an Aquarius that may be trying to come back, or somebody in the community that's an air sign that's like, hey, I want to come back to you and talk to you, but there's some x-ray vision here that this particular intuitive female needs to recognize, and like, oh, hell to the now. Okay? That you'll be always looking over your shoulder in the community with this phone up, because he has some obstacles, Yeah. Has too much fiery energy going on with him. Definitely. You know, too much aggression or something. But at this crossroads, at this moment, listen loud and clear about when it comes to any divine, any particular energies or any opportunities that you may face when it comes to true love. And, you know, you'll hear about it. Take a leap in love. Just because somebody else did you bad doesn't mean that somebody else will. And realize that in your heart, what's a sticky situation for somebody. You know, you'll know, like, oh yeah, bing, that's my he or she, that's my divine feminine, that's my divine masculine. You'll know. It'll be a straight up jackpot, and it's a secret knowing, it's a knowledge, the wisdom that you already know because the ancestors done came to you, and you'll hear it from the live wire from Mars. It will tell you. And so don't be sitting up there delivering and talking people and talking smack. You need to take a time out from talking smack. Okay? All that baggage be gone. Because everybody wants to point the finger. Nobody wants to be wrong. Everybody wants to be right. And everybody wants to play the superhero. Okay? So be your own damn superhero. And let that baggage be gone. And start from scratch. Okay? In order to be living large, you got to be able to tap in. Know where the hell your ass is going. Shit. Be all in. Whoop, whoop. Once you all in, you know, sunshine lollipop, baby. Be smooth and easy with yourself, too. So just know that in any of your relationships that you're dealing with people, especially when it comes to matters of the heart, anything that you do, just be smooth and easy with the things. Because you could be caught up in a 3-ring circle with sticky situation, motherfuckers playing head games. You know, but God is still always going to be there, so recognize that, okay? Recognize that. But the games that people were playing, you know, when it came to heart, in the matters of the heart, look in your heart. Take self-inventory, you know. Know what things that don't serve you and be like, hasta la vista, baby. You need to pick up after yourself, or maybe you ain't got no money, or maybe a person needs to go and figure out what to do about their money situation. But it's about a free-falling situation as well, because ain't nobody speaking their damn truth. They might have been hopeful about it, but they may not even be speaking to each other, whoever these 2 people or 2 or 3 people are, because it's obviously between some water signs and some earth signs and some air signs. And fire. Everybody's here, but it looks like everybody's interacting and intertwining with each other's energy because of this universal energy. So just know that all that shit is an entanglement. It's a spiritual entanglement. Okay? So, all right. Yeah, that was pretty good. I don't even think we need a clarifier on that. All I know is that it's an entanglement. So in order to do that and, you know, start from scratch and this baggage, you know, to be brand spanking new, the bottom of the deck, okay? And it's about taking baby steps. I love it. I love it. I love it. I really do. That was beautiful, beautiful message. So, yeah, I really enjoyed that one. And I thank you for, joining me this evening. I appreciate the message from Mars. And leave me in your prayers, my family and everything. You know, lost a little cousin last night. Like I said, when I was doing this actual spread, before I could even get anything. But Mars was basically like trying to get some information out. And I appreciate the ancestors and the healers and wayshirts and guides to be able to come in and be able to assist and be able to give the energy, because I've had a long day. So I appreciate you. And like I said before, if you want a reading from me, you can hit me up on milehightarot@gmail.com. I do have some other things that are in the works for the channel, because I wanted to switch up some things. I've been reading a couple books that I wanted to share with the channel. It's about ancestral healing. So, we definitely will get into that, and waiting for some things come. UPS is slow as hell. But anyway, I really do appreciate everyone coming. And, please remember to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Please help me to get my algorithm up so I can be able to move on and build the channel up. But I graciously appreciate you. That's my little lady, so I probably should be going soon anyway. But I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you. Keep you in your prayer. I'll keep you in my prayers as well. Love you guys. Bless you. And namaste.